Hey guys, today we're playing Palworld, and that pretty much just means every time I die, I need to draw a picture. Our world is grippily goobers, and the reason why I made this the reason why I made this video is because I like playing games, and I also want them to be productive. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Here you can see I am technically going to cheat just for the sake of creative freedoms. I do not want you guys to have to watch me die over and over and over to the exact same guy. So I honestly opted out of 0 drops just so that I don't have to worry about drawing the same guy over and over in similar, if not the same situations, due to me dying the same time or to the same guy multiple times. I did, however, go for Gripply Goobers as my name and the absolute Batman figure, just so that I can make sure that I could perfectly portray my exact build. I'm actually joking. I actually don't have this chat of a chin or hair. I'll fix that though. There we go. But back to what I was saying before. This video is mostly just to keep me productive. So I hope you'll stay productive too. If you're watching this on computer, on anything, if you have something you're doing right now, feel free to use me as white noise, and I hope my voice is soothing to you. If not, I hope this is entertaining for you. But, as I said before, this is Palworld. The story in this game is actually pretty good, and has some pretty good inspiration for, well, anything you can draw, really. The only problem with this game is, as you can see here, just a little clip of how fidgety it is in some parts. This right here is my first victim, Kativa. And when I first started playing this game, like 2 years back, my friend played with me, and we made a world where the pals had a highest drop rate, but also the highest health, which made this fist fight seem a lot scarier than it actually needed to be. I started running away without realizing how much damage I was doing, which total skill issue. So, first piece of inspiration for you is probably going to be fighting a anthropomorphic cat. Pink one, but nonetheless anthropomorphic. Which is funny. It seems like they took a lot of inspiration for these pals and pretty much basically just said, oh, we're going to make so they are standing on 2 legs instead of 4. Another thing they added in this game was chests. And they had chests in this game before, but they added a lot more. And when I say that, there will be a clip in this video later where it'll show the inside of a dungeon where there's actually merchants. But there's actually so much more to this game than before. If you haven't played it, I don't want to sound like an ad run, but you gotta try it. Like, the game is actually that good. And if you're planning on buying the next Pokemon game, I'd honestly give this a try first, just to compare the two, because this is going to be half the price, if not less, than the new Pokemon. Proving that it's not cut. But this is me remembering the crafting system and using the club. I actually, like I said, definitely loser talk here, but was not used to the crafting system because I was literally playing Dark Souls before this. And if at any point in this video you're ever just thinking to yourself, dang man, I'm kind of falling asleep, let's watch something else, then please type in the comments, let me know when, just so I can know the type of energy you guys are interested in, as well as the type of content you're interested in. Because this is kind of a test run, and I hope that it'll be useful for both of us. But yeah, as you can see, nothing's going on screen. And that is actually another check to make sure you're doing something productive, mister. I know you like watching YouTube shorts, and I know you clicked on this either because, well, you like Palworld or because you were curious. So, this is a production check, my friend. I hope you're doing something fun. If you're watching videos and chilling, it's alright too. But I hope you, the viewer, are having a good time. And funnily enough, the water physics in this game, I don't want to be mean to Pokemon, but they're pretty much just as good, if not better, than most water physics in almost every Pokemon game. And we're going to have to see how it is in winds and waves, but until we do see it, we'll never know how good they are. But third true encounter is this Capriti. And I don't want to sound like a super loser when I say this, but I suck at this game. Now, this guy is level 17, which, honestly, total skill issue. I didn't even realize that the balls would be bouncing off the guys if I didn't do something special. And I still don't know to this day what I gotta do to make sure they don't. But Also, ouch. Sorry, guys, my throat. But this fight lasted too long for me to just let this one slide. And unfortunately for you, you're going to have to suffer with me. Because Capriti kind of sucks. Like, in this game, they have a lot of attacks that are kind of not necessarily instant ones, but the dodge timing is more tight than some Dark Souls attacks, depending on how close you are, obviously. Like that grass attack he throws right here, not here, sorry, mud attack. The grass attack he throws, like, oh my word, he's just not throwing it right now. I'm just kidding. This is pre-recorded. Get wrecked. But the grass attack he will throw, the leaf blade one, for some reason almost always gets me whenever I'm within like 10 feet of the dude. Right there. See? Barely dodged it because I was sprinting. But that attack always gets me, and I don't know what it is. But I will say, by this point in this fight, I thought to myself, dang man, this is kind of long. And I kind of suck at this game. So, let's make this better. And catch a Chikipi. And funnily enough, I got it. Yeah, he killed the first one I tried to catch because he's a kind of a meanie. Like, I still don't know why I thought I could fight this guy, being 13 levels lower. Like, I don't know how they scale the attack in this game. It'd be kind of interesting to see what causes the damage to go up as you level up, because it does. Like, the damage scaling will go up at least a little. It might be because they do, like, by percentage based on the level. But no longer do you have to see me wimp around, suck balls at this game, and still lose to this guy, because by this point in time, as much as I've extended this for you, I'm free. I'm free of being a loser. I mean, technically I'm running away, but some would consider this a tactical retreat, so eat that. But if I'm being honest, these blue rocks are eerily similar to good rocks from Walter White. Anyway, fun fact, you can catch people in this game, and this quest sucks balls. Like, that little clip right there was actually a reminder for me to tell you guys about a quest, which is that quest, that decided to unironically just make me sit there. And I mean sit there with a stupid, uneatable dish in my inventory for straight up 10 hours, just lost inventory slot, because I could not find out where it was until I looked it up. Now, unfortunately, that is a skill issue. And next time I will try not to have it. But in this game, in this very first dungeon you see me in right now, they added merchants, which is so cool because it's just a taste of what they added. They changed room layouts, they changed a whole bunch of stuff that were in them. And technically, you could say the dungeons are actually pretty similar with a boss room like this. Not exactly, but similar-ish. But it is super cool to see that they changed so much and added so much to the dungeons so that they're actually worth doing. Because there's items you can only get in not only, but they're super useful. You can get from even the basic dungeons, like permanent stat upgrades, potions from pretty much every single dungeon. I don't know if that makes sense to you because, well, I don't know if you played the game, but it is so much better than before. These guys, unfortunately, are my first death. That spit was to honor my death, but I thought after playing Dark Souls, I would be good enough to dodge these guys, and I wasn't, which sucks so bad. Like, I was so bugged that these guys were doing so much damage to me, and I didn't even consider the fact that the boss is 6 levels higher than me. My own pals could have been helping me, but instead I decided to, like, fight through it until literally I pretty much died. And which sucks because right here, this is where I'm going to start panic rolling. I'm like, ah! Ah! You still listening here? Yep. I hear you listening to me as white noise. Anyway, back to what I was saying before. I started panicking here like quite a bit because I'm super low, and finally I'm like, bro, I can't do this anymore. I need my pals to take aggro for me. And then I go be a baby behind this tree. Ooh, I'll be fine. The boss won't aggro onto me again. And then he says, you suck, and he aggro's on me again. And I'm like, oh crap. And guess what? Yep, I died. Funnily enough, I catch this Foxparks. I catch it and dead. Yep, my first death wasn't even to the attack. It was fire. And so because of that, I say to you, one of my biggest regrets in this game was a skill issue. Are you kidding me? There's even heals you can get like borderline the start of the game from chests that I didn't use. And it makes me so bugged that my first death was because I didn't use pals in that fight. like until the very end. That's when I started using pals. And it's like, is that a skill issue? Yeah. But you win some, you lose some. By the way, just this beach line right here, just want to make sure you know that's where the dungeon is. Just keep following it. But onto the picture. Because I decided to die to some of the most worthless means of death, like holy skill issue, I decided to try to articulate and draw that out as a picture. Because it actually wasn't the Foxparks themselves that killed me, but the fire effect that did 4 damage. If I didn't have that fire effect, I wouldn't have died that fast. I probably still would have died, but I wouldn't have died that fast. So, I hope you like this picture. As you can see right now, I'm trying to get the tail details right, and you'll see that I'll actually do a lot better job on the fox's body, because, well, as you can see, it's a little too slim, but funnily enough, their bellies are not as round as those cartoons lead you to believe. I mean, go figure, they're not real foxes, but the Foxparks himself is actually not a bad, I mean, other than head size and tail size, it's exaggerated, not a bad reference for actual, like, general fox anatomy. But right here, I got super triggered at the way that those legs were looking that I finally accurately fixed it. Perspective is just a little bit off because it would be like a tiny hill for where the body's laying, but I made that up with the fire. This fire actually looks pretty good, in my personal opinion. I think it turned out pretty well. I do think I should have did a better job on the expression for this Foxpark that actually laughed at me as I forcefully imprisoned his friend. But I do. Sorry, I don't know why I'm saying I do. I do think I did a good job on perfectly articulating the armor of this guy, which you will see here in a sec. This Foxpark was going to look dopey, but I'm not very good at drawing furries, unfortunately. I'll learn better, guys. Trust. There's a lot of furry animals you can draw in this game. I'll do better. But good hand practice right here. The actual hands weren't too bad. I did do a slight bend in the fingers. It's harder to see on the left hand because picture's further away. Right hand is way easier. Also, if you're wondering what this phone is in my hand on the left side of the screen, it is. I am actually on call with someone, and that's the reason why it's going to be covered in the video. So, no doxing. I'm a good friend. But finally, we will get to see just a little bit, here. We're just drawing some of the items that were collected from these bozos. Finally, we will get to see the armor. Now, the coolest thing about the armor in Palworld is almost every single armor is more detailed than the last. Not only that, they're almost all better than almost every Pokemon outfit ever. No offense to Leon from Sword and Shield. Total skill issue, bro. Brought his pajamas to the champion battle. Like, he had the skills, but he did not have the clothes to back it up. But, honestly, the intricate little details in the Palworld armor was nice. Good little fun little thing to draw. But I hope you like this picture. I think the fire was alright. Messed up a little bit in the center. But at the end of the day, I'll be drawing a lot more of these. Hope you guys like it. And I think that'll be it for this one. If you guys are asleep or you're still watching, that means you're a homie. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And if you want to see me die some more and draw some decently interesting pictures for Palworld, let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, that'll be it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my friends. Ooh.